Are doing some cleanup. House has a bunch, pretty much overgrown. We're cutting it all out, cutting all this out, and then we're cleaning all this mess here. All that up along the fence, trimming that tree, all up over there. It's gonna be fun times. We're gonna come in and cut all these trees out, leave all the low grounding stuff. We got all this mess back here to clean up, but it's gonna look fantastic once we're done. All right, well, we got some bushes pulled out. I know you guys haven't seen a lot of the befores, but I'll show you some befores. What do you call it? On the next video. But this is pretty much the end of, well, probably a solid day worth of work. We had 2 half days. So we pulled all this out, cleaned it all up. They had a tree taken out here. They had the stump ground out. We kind of mulched all that up. There is some mulch in there. Had a big mess over there we cleaned up. We weeded it around a bunch of stuff. We mowed the lawn along the side of the house here. Is all cleaned up, most of it. We did find a sewer deal, but we didn't go down that far. All that good stuff, but it's a mess. We're going to do some reseeding and all that good stuff in the fall. Actually here probably in the next not too long here. But we've got a big pile of brush over here the city's going to be picking up. The city does pick up here. We got a bunch back here to do. That'll be starting next week. Videos are going to probably try to come out, hopefully 1 to 2 videos a week here on the channel. So yeah, we're getting all this cleaned out. It's a mess, but hey, it won't be a mess by we're done. We pulled out a tree here. We trimmed all the trees here, got all them out, left the flowers. I think she's going to come in and redo a bunch of stuff here. Can't do a whole lot here because we do have gas here, and we don't want to mess that. We got all this mess back here that we're going to be digging out. We've already kind of started right there cleaning. We got a bunch of mess. It's just pretty much an overgrown mess. We got a tree back there we need to take out. We've got this mess here. This here was kind of a burn area they used to burn stuff in. We're going to be taking that out and making that into a garden for them for next year because the soil looks really good. There's a bunch of trees in there we're going to be digging out, hopefully pulling out, making that into a garden. We've already kind of started on that tonight, just kind of sorting through. There's a bunch of cinder blocks in there we're going to be taking out and then cleaning that all up and turn that into usable space. We got some trees in here you really can't see that we're going to be taking out. There's some bushes in there we're going to be thinning that out. There is some blackberry and stuff in there. These here, we're leaving those. We got some cleanup around the bottom of the tree to do. We've got all this here to do. So this is just overgrown. There's a bunch of red buds in there we're cutting out and just trying to thin it all out. There is some flowers we're leaving. I think we're going to downsize this to where it's not so big. We're going to make them a fire pit back here so where they can actually have little fires and all that good stuff. So we're going to do some brickwork, I think, possibly in the near future. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and we are back at it again, getting this old pile of brush and brick and trash and all kinds of stuff cleaned up here. And I tell you what, this Kubota with the forks really is awesome at digging up trees and bushes. You can get right underneath them root balls if they're not super big trees, and it pulls them right out. Sometimes the Kubota just isn't enough and you have to get down and get your hands dirty. process here from pretty much crazy kind of an in-town forest, I guess you would say, to pretty much a very awesome backyard. But we still are kind of a long ways away from being done. We've got some fall work to do. We've got some fall seeding to do. We've got some aerating to do. We're going to put some 7 down because there is a lot of bugs in the backyard. And the cool part is, this spot that used to have a big pile of stuff, we're actually turning it into a garden so that they can grow vegetables and help them out so they don't have to spend a whole lot of money on extra groceries. So again, with me doing this for free, I'm actually helping them out, saving them some money so that they can go out and grow their own vegetables, green beans, corn, carrots, peas, radishes, tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchini, pretty much anything they can grow that they normally have to buy at the store. Now they can buy a few seeds, buy a few plants, and live off of the plants, and not have to go to the store and buy so much. So it's another win-win for them. They talked about wanting a garden, and I said, well, let's put one in. So that's what we did. Here we are working on the center island, and there was some stuff she was wanting to leave around those bottom of those 2 red buds there. But then we got to talking to her, and I was like, hey, I think you would look better if you would get rid of all that stuff on the bottom underneath those trees and just leave those 2 trees there. I think and plant grass underneath, of course. And she's like, yeah, let's try that. Now this is Tuesday, August 16th. We are shooting this part, and you can see here, I thought, well, we got to look at this. This here is a red bud, and it has since needed cut down. It's pretty old, starting to rot, so they thought they would open up this corner, and I said, well, I'll take it out and clean it up for you. So that's what we're doing here. Alright, here we are on Wednesday, August the 16th, next day, and we are getting some stuff cleaned up here on the porch. There is some trash and stuff that they're going to be working on getting cleaned up, and I believe we're going to clean up these trees that have started growing up here and clean out some of this old overgrown stuff that they had here around the house. So that makes that look a lot better, and then we're going to reseed that, and I think we're going to try to make their porch area a little bit to where they can come out and sit, enjoy their beautiful clean backyard. Here I am digging up around the bottom of that tree that I cut down. I had to clear out some stuff that was around it so that I could get to the bottom of the stump, or basically the bottom of the trunk, so that I could cut the rest of that off. Then when I found out there was pretty good root ball underneath there, I was hoping I could try to maybe dig it out, but I don't think the old BX2200 here is going to have enough oomph to get it dug out. But we did get all the early morning, early girl vine that was growing up in it. We did get all that cut out. And as you can see here, there's some blocks here that was up in there. We're going to be moving those blocks to an area to use for a project later, maybe next year. We're trying to get all this stuff cleaned up so that we can get on to the next project. And so as we see right here, I'm just using the Kubota to move a couple more bricks, and then I'm going to get some more cleaned up and raked away so I can see the bottom of the tree there, and then I'm going to cut it out. Here I'm using a steel 170 to go ahead and cut these guys off. I was going to be able to try to cut straight across, but the way the tree is, I'd have to dig some more around it. And I don't think my bar is quite big enough. Like I said, later in the video, I'm probably going to get a stump grinder and grind this out sometime this fall. On this Overgrown, I want to say it's a burning bush, but I don't know, it's had some weird looking stem on it. The stem was probably, or this basically the trunk of the bush, and some of even the branches that came out were very furry, I guess you would say. Had like almost a hair growing on them, and I was just like, man, that's probably the hairiest plant I've ever seen. But Kubota did manage to rip quite a bit of this out, as you see here, and we got it all hauled out to the road. The city does pick up on Monday, so Monday they will come around and pick all that up. They bring a backhoe and a big dump truck out and load it all up and get rid of it. So can't wait to see how the rest of the yard looks when we're done. And I know you guys are excited. And again, I want to thank you for all the new subscribers and all the new wonderful comments that are coming in. Again, I love helping people and making stuff look nice. I feel like that's what God put me on this earth for, is to make His creations look good and take care of His creations. So that's what I'm doing. Help others and help God by making things look nice.
last thing here to do on this day, August the 16th, was to basically trim up around the bottom of this tree, get those stupid mulberry bushes. I tell you what, those things grow just about anywhere. And get the bottom of this tree looking good and cleaned up and make this corner look a heck of a lot better. We also trimmed that, I believe it's an oak tree in the corner to make it look a lot better and raise the branches up so that you can mow under it. And it turned out really good.
I want to leave this on, too. Yeah, I want to leave it. Trim it up a little bit. There we go. We try to mow underneath it. Well, so it eventually will get to where it's down dry. Get it up on the sand. What the hell? I thought that was a dildo. All right, well, what did we do, Carl?
We ended up cutting some trees.
We cut some trees. How many? A whole bunch of them. All right, well, the end of basically day 4 or day 5, I've lost track. But we've got almost everything out and done. We got this corner over here cleaned up. We did and trimmed around the bushes. Got them looking a lot better. We got this all tilled up. They're gonna put a garden in here next year. Actually might plant some stuff this fall. So this held water anyway down here, so we kind of tilled it up, brought some dirt from higher places and put in here and tilled it up. He kind of got rid of some of the yard to where he didn't have to mow so much. They've got a garden. They can provide, you know, extra food for him, vegetables, all that stuff. We cleaned all this out. It's still kind of a mess, but we're running out of time. There's some blackberry vines in there that we left. They've got persimmon trees growing up in there. There's one back there. So yeah, it's kind of a mess still. We've got a bunch of raking to do. I'm gonna come in, dethatch, aerate this fall. We're gonna overseed the entire lawn. We've got some stuff there to clean up. We pulled this big bush out over here, as you've seen. So that's got to be all completely raked out. Probably brought an axe in and cut what's left of the stump out that I can't dig out. Gotta weed eat all this out, trim some of this back here. We're gonna probably restack the blocks. Maybe back up over there. What we don't use is the blocks that we've used. Some of them we haven't. We got to knock the dirt out of them and all that. We got all this up here almost cleaned out. Got a tree back there I need to get cut out. All that. I'll take you over here. And guys, again, I am doing this totally free. I've got about 25 hours involved in it right now. Maybe, somewhere around in there. But the city did come and pick up our first load. And yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to see much here, but I did get the rest of that tree cut down best way I could. If I had a excavator, I could probably dig that out, but that root ball is probably all that big. I've got a stump I've got to grind out for someone, so I might bring stump grinder in and see if we can just gnaw that out. It eventually will rot out. It was a red bud that wasn't taken care of, had a bunch of shoots coming off of it. Was starting to rot there in the center, so yeah, you can see some of the roots coming out here. I bet I could come in here with a stump grinder and grind that out, and I still might here this fall when I get time. We've still got these bushes here to take out, which we're going to do that next time. We got some trees in the fence to cut out. We've got a weed eat along the fence. We're also going to come in and spray Roundup along the fence once they get all this stuff out of here. As you can see, it's a mess. But big shout out to Greenup Village for picking this stuff up. I really appreciate it, guys. You guys have made it so much easier to, you know, which I would haul this stuff up, but they do have a dump here in town. Since I'm doing this for totally free, it's not technically considered doing for you know, big companies or whatever. I mean, yeah, I'm New Horizon and everything, but I am doing this for free to help this family out. So yeah, it's work in progress. This here will be seeded back to grass, so this will actually add more grass to there. We're going to put them a fire pit in here. We're going to till up a little spot, take the grass out, probably put some pea gravel in there to help rain. And I'm helping. I am helping them 100% do that with any cost and everything. We got all that cleaned up. Still got weeds around and some sticks we got to pick up around this. This is going to get some lower limbs done, and I think possibly this limb here taken off, or whatever. This limb that goes up right here, so it's not hanging over the garden. We're going to dethatch, aerate, vacuum the yard. I mean, pretty awesome, guys, for a freebie. We got all this cleaned up around the bottom of this tree. This is a nice tree, which yeah, looks really nice. We trimmed some of it back, got it up so you could trim under it, mow under it better. Eventually we're going to come in, that'll all grow back up. He'll be able to run the lawnmower through there. This thing here, I'm going to bring the hedge trimmers in and trim it up a little bit, get it shaped up into a nice sized plant. Got to rake some stuff out up in there. This was tilled once. I need to bring it one more pass over, till it up. We're going to reseed it. We got all this stuff right here that you probably can't see too good. We got some stuff there to pick up. We're back here at the big cleanup that we're doing for free. Yes, I said that, free. We are on day, I want to say 5, maybe 6. We're only working at the evenings here because, let me show you what we got going on here. So here's what we got. We started out here. We did some cleaning here. There was a bunch of trees here. Yeah, we've got some areas here that we're gonna probably thatch later and reseed. We're gonna pretty much reseed this whole backyard. So I got a little bit of cleaning left to do. We got a bunch of raking. We've done some raking. There's a pile right there I gotta get picked up. I'm gonna probably till this up one more time today. We've got some rain coming in this weekend and first of next week, so I want to get as much of this cleaned up as possible. What's left of the stump, like I said, I can show it to you a little bit better here. See my shadow, but there's a bunch of roots in here that make it hard to get out. So I have worked something out. I am going to come in and grind this stump out later on, maybe September, October, when I get caught up with some other jobs. We're going to just take this whole section and grind it out. But these guys are coming out today, which should be fairly easy, and then we're going to clean this corner up right here, and that's going to open up that. We've got a few trees right there we need to take out today, get that done, because I want everything that we need to haul out by the road so that they can pick this stuff up Monday. I want to pick up all those sticks away from that. We're going to chuck them over there. We're going to weed eat around the tree, get that cleaned up. So that's all ready to go. The yard looks dramatically better. I've got to come in and do some weed eating around the fence, some spraying next week. Got other places I'm going to be spraying for weeds. And then I believe next week, probably towards the end of the week, we're going to go ahead and seed, because again, the weekend after, I believe we've got some possible rain coming in. So I want to get this all seeded and strawed. With the cool temperatures we've been having, I want to make sure that it's all good to go. All right, so the driveway here has got to be regraded. It's too high, and it's allowing water to run into the garage, so we're going to pull some rock from over there. We're going to basically just rake everything around, regrade it, grade it up alongside the sidewalk here a little bit better so there's no lip for people to trip over. Here's the front. See, the yard's starting to grow in, but we're going to put a flagpole here and maybe some little plants and stuff. Then this needs tilled up again so that we can kind of grade it. We got to till up right around there. There's the clean out, but that clean out's roughly about 3.5, 4 feet down. There is a pipe that comes up, but I won't get anywhere near that. As you can see, this is pretty. You can see where the rain has tried to crust it over a little bit. I'm going to come there, probably come out another swath right here, well, at least to right here, because all this is baddish looking here. Look at that. The city comes in with a backhoe and a dump truck, and they'll have this out of here in probably 2, maybe 3 loads, depending on how big a dump truck they bring out. But yep.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game that we say. I need a break. Time to stand strong, need to move on, to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. Time to stay strong, need to move on, to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. Game face on when I chase like that. Yeah, I play so strong with a knife in the back. I'ma swing home run like a baseball bat. Gonna see me rise, you can hate on that. I don't play both sides, doing me no cap. I'ma ride or die for my dreams on tap. I'ma fly real high, you ain't see me stack. No, it's not how you fall, it's how you get right back up. That's how you get tough. Calluses on my hands so rough, yeah, I call your bluff. I'm not the one, mess with me, come down with guns. I'm so done, you had your fun, and now you're gonna face down the barrel of the guns. I got a full clip, put your name on it, but I'ma let you slide, cause you ain't with it. Time to stand strong, need to move on.
All right, well, we are done until next week for sure. Got rain coming tonight, tomorrow, Monday, and I think Tuesday, so it'll be probably midweek. We're gonna come in, dethatch, suck that all up, aerate. Stay tuned to the channel. We're gonna be doing a review on an aerator and all that good stuff. Got a birdhouse over here. I gotta find out something to do. Again, the stump's getting ground out sometime. The yard's gonna look a lot better once it's dethatched, aerated, and seeded. So stay tuned to the channel because there's going to be a lot more stuff coming. Possibly might have just gotten another job off of this. I've got to go talk to the lady. She's seen the video and actually kind of lives in my neck of the woods. So I might go help her out. But we'll see. Got all that cleaned up over there. Trimmed all that stuff away from there. Got rid of that tree. And oh yeah, I kind of mocked up the fire pit. They wanted it over here because we want to make a log thing. I think we're only going to seed part of this or maybe all of it, and then we're going to make a deal to put like wood to burn, a couple T-posts, and then stack the wood in between them. Here we go. Now this is not finished by all means, and the bricks, the ring's not quite as big around as the bricks are, so we're going to backfill right around the edges with pea gravel, and then what do you call it, probably dig down just a little bit down there in the bottom, till that up, take some dirt out of there, make that kind of a little swell, drill some holes for ventilation in the side so it gets good air, and then pea gravel the bottom so that water runs out of it, because right now the way that sits, I don't know if water is going to run out of that, and we're getting ready to get some rain, so we're going to find out. We're going to glue the brick together. We got to put sand down. We got to till this all up and grade. As you can tell, it's not quite exactly level because the ground's not level, and we got to power wash all this brick to make it look better. It's got dirt and all kinds of stuff. There's an extra brick in there that I found just a little bit ago. The corner's all done. Monday, this stuff should all be gone. They got their hammock over here. So yeah, other than I got to pick up my diesel can over there, we're done until we seed. Oh yeah, driveway. Let me show you how that turned out. Yep, here it is. Nice driveway. Looks pretty good. It turned out really good. Got it nice and graded. Now as it rains, this will pack back down. There's a lot that we did. So it looks good. I like it. I'm excited, and I'm excited for the rest of y'all and how it looks. That's again, we gotta get Julie out here and call because they want to put a flagpole up out here. That's gonna get seeded. I'm gonna need probably a bag of seed, if not maybe a bag and a half of seed. They are gonna do some landscaping over there, which I'm gonna help them do. We're gonna reseed this up here in the front, aerate, dethatch, mow again, vacuum up all this loose grass like that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be fixing the owner's rider. It has a bent blade and I think has an oil leak, so we're gonna get that all fixed up for him, cleaned up, fixed up so he could mow his lawn. We're going to adjust the deck so where it doesn't cut so low, because you know it's better to cut higher than cut shorter. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned to the channel though, because we got more coming out on this, and there's other stuff I've got planned for the channel too. And again, I want to thank all my new subscribers. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, making this what it is. I am very, very happy to been a part of this, and I'm thankful for you guys to watching it, subscribing, sharing, all that good stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching. Again, like, comment, subscribe, share this post, share this video. Thank every single one of you guys, and yeah, God bless. Remember, be kind to one another, help each other out every day you can. Even though I'm a business and I did this for free, shows you what a guy can do. And I did most of this all by myself. Carl helped out a little bit, Lorena helped out a little bit, and Jessica helped out a little bit, but most of it was me. It was my gung-ho to be like, you know, because they wasn't too worried about it. They were like, we'll get it one day. And I'm like, one day is today. So God bless me to help me do this, gave me the courage, the energy. I worked last night till midnight, so got a lot done.